All right, let's get right into it. In a world that runs on data, most teams are busy fighting the fires they can actually see. But you know what? Today, we're talking about something different. We're talking about the silent threats, the invisible problems that cause the most damage. We're going to talk about the insurance policy your data desperately needs.
And this really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? While everyone's busy chasing known issues, like duplicate entries or a few missing values, the real disasters are brewing quietly, deep inside the system. These are the problems you don't find out about until it is way, way too late.
So let's get a handle on what this invisible threat actually is. See, unlike a server that goes down with a loud, obvious crash, these issues are sneaky. They erode trust and compound damage silently, one bad decision at a time.
So what exactly are we talking about when we say unknown data issues? These are not your everyday quality problems. We're talking about stuff like schema drift, where a column name suddenly changes, or silent truncation, where your data just gets cut off with no warning. Your standard validation rules, they're going to fly right past these. But their impact, it's enormous.
And just to give you a sense of scale, let's look at just one of these issues. 70%. Think about that for a second. 70% of all data pipeline failures are caused by schema drift alone. That's huge. And because it's the most common and, frankly, the most damaging culprit, we're going to use it as our main example to see how this all plays out.
So, to make this really concrete, let's walk through the anatomy of one of these silent failures. You're about to see how one tiny, seemingly innocent change can set off a catastrophic chain reaction across an entire organization.
Okay, look at this. On day one, the data field is just called email. Simple enough. But then 45 days later, some developer somewhere in the system renames it to user_email. It seems harmless, right? I mean, it's a minor update. But what you're looking at, that's a ticking time bomb.
And here come the dominoes. That simple name change means the ETL pipeline can't find the email field anymore. So it either fails completely, or even worse, it just starts inserting null values everywhere. And suddenly your marketing tools have incomplete customer profiles, your executive dashboards are showing blank metrics, and critical compliance systems start missing records. And just like that, the foundation of trust in your data just crumbles.
And this isn't just some technical headache. This has a massive business cost. Because these problems are found so late in the game, organizations are spending 40% of their development time on rework. That's nearly half their time just troubleshooting broken pipelines and manually fixing reports, all because of a change that nobody caught. What a colossal waste of time and talent. Okay, so we've seen the problem, and yeah, it's a big one. But the good news is there is a solution. It requires a huge shift in how we think. From being reactive firefighters, always putting out blazes, to becoming proactive guardians of our data. And this is exactly where data observability comes in.
This slide really breaks it down perfectly. Traditional monitoring, it's totally reactive. It looks for problems we already know about, and it alerts us after the damage is done. Data observability, on the other hand, is proactive. It's continuously monitoring the system's metadata so it can detect these unknown anomalies before they can spread. It is the difference between cleaning up a huge mess and preventing it from ever happening in the first place.
So, what is data observability? Honestly, the best way to think about it is as an end-to-end safety net for your entire data ecosystem. It's constantly watching for changes in data health, in its structure, in its lineage. Its whole job, really, is to take those dangerous unknowns and turn them into manageable knowns, giving you the visibility you need to act immediately.
Okay, so let's make this super practical. We're going to go back to our little email field example and see the night and day difference an observability solution actually makes. The contrast here is just stark. Without observability, the column gets renamed, jobs start to fail, dashboards break, and product releases get delayed while everyone scrambles to figure out what on earth went wrong. Now, with observability, that change is detected in minutes. An impact analysis instantly shows every single system that will be affected, and teams can implement fixes before it ever even hits production. The crisis is completely averted.
Now, this all sounds great, but how do you actually make it happen? Well, it's not about buying some single magic tool. It's about implementing a systematic, operational framework that builds this proactive management right into your organization's DNA.
And here's that framework. You start by adopting the right observability tools, of course, but then you integrate them directly into your automated testing. From there, you automate the checks and maintain a central catalog of everything you find. This lets you conduct routine impact analyses and ultimately establish clear governance protocols. This is the roadmap. This is how you turn your data from a constant headache into your biggest asset.
And that brings us to our final, and maybe our most important takeaway. We need to stop thinking about this as just another technical task and start seeing it for what it truly is, an insurance policy.
This says it all, really. You have insurance for your health, your home, your car, all to protect against unexpected disasters. Well, data observability is exactly that, but for your most critical business asset. This isn't just a best practice anymore. It's a strategic imperative for any organization that wants to win with data. So, when you boil it all down, the choice is pretty simple. Are you going to keep discovering these silent failures when a customer calls you angry or when your boss sees a broken dashboard? Or are you going to be proactive and implement your data's insurance policy now, before the unexpected happens?
For further questions, feel free to reach contact@datagaps.com. Request a free demo. Scan the QR code below. Thank you.